Hey, what is up, everyone? This is the first inaugural episode of Sneed Sports. This is going to be a channel where I'm going to focus on all things competitive sports, NBA, NFL, as well as MMA. And the first topic in today's first episode here on the channel, I want to talk about the Cleveland Browns, my home team, my squad. And what I want to say is they're kind of in a tough position today. So I wanted to do a prediction and kind of indicate what I think they'll have to do to get this win in a very difficult situation. Their wide receivers are all out. Jarvis Landry, Rashard Higgins, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and I think there's a fourth one. All their starters are down, COVID-related reasons. It's going to be very difficult for them to win. But they can do it, and there's a couple of things that have to happen. I think the first thing that we're going to have to see in terms of a prediction, I think most definitely you're going to have to see the tight ends kind of step up as receivers. Austin Hooper got paid in the offseason. He was brought in to be a productive tight end. We haven't really seen much from him. David Njoku is very skilled and very athletic, and he really should be an emphasis in today's passing game. So maybe they line him up wide. Maybe they try to isolate him in the slot. Maybe they try to draw up some things that are unique and specific for his skill set. I think it would be smart for them to do that. So I think the tight ends coming in as true receivers in this case is going to be a big part of them winning. I mean, eventually you got to throw the ball. I think also you're going to see the running backs being utilized in the passing game as well. Kareem Hunt in the slot. I think you're also going to see situations where Nick Chubb is catching passes out of the backfield. So I expect Nick Chubb to be targeted probably 4 or 5 times, give him a few catches. I think Kareem Hunt also, he's probably going to be targeted about 10 times in today's game. He'll be in the slot. He might be split out wide, but he's definitely going to be targeted on screens and other types of ways to get him the ball in some space. I think also the one thing that has to be emphasized is that you're probably going to see Nick Chubb emphasized in the running game. There's just no way around it. They relied on Nick Chubb to win games when they had wide receivers. So Jarvis Landry, a great possession receiver. Rashard Higgins making plays. Donovan Peoples-Jones. These guys get down the field for Baker. But I think they still are going to have to rely on the running game to the point where maybe 70% of their offense, maybe more, maybe closer to 75%, is going to be predicated on the running game. The play action pass can work. I think maybe you take some shots down the field with whoever you're bringing out at wide receiver just to keep the defense honest. But honestly, this game is going to be won and lost on the running game of the Browns. And it's going to be important that they get out in front early so that way they can maintain possession of the ball and continue to run it with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt and try to find balance between those two and their usage. And I think probably at some point they're going to have to get some plays from the defense, either a pick or a fumble recovery, some sacks, maybe a strip sack. Myles Garrett's going to be a huge piece of this. They're going to have to get the ball back, especially if they're having trouble on third down and they have to punt the ball away. It's going to be important that they get the ball back so they can possess it and run it effectively with Nick Chubb. Those are just some things I wanted to talk about today. I think the Browns find a way to win today. It just seems to be their MO. I think they win a close game, maybe 23-20 or something like that. It's not going to be a pretty game. It's going to be a grinder. Baker's going to have to make a couple of throws to probably win it, and Nick Chubb's going to have to have a big game, and we'll see what happens. Anyways, that's it for this is the first episode here on the channel. Looking forward to making more content. We'll have guests, we'll do podcasts, we'll have some live streams, we'll do some prediction type videos on all the different sports, NBA, NFL, and MMA. So thank you all for being here. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, activate the bell notification icon so you never miss an upload. And we're looking forward to a great 2021 here on Sneed Sports. Thanks for taking this opportunity to watch, and we'll catch you later. Peace.